Let me tell you what just happened to me. And I'm telling this because it needs to be said. I mean, it has been said, but it needs to be. It's something that's almost like firearm safety. You can never say it enough. For new carriers, for all carriers, really, but especially the new carriers. When you carry a firearm, you carry a whole different level of responsibility. I'm going to the grocery store. This literally just happened. I'm driving away from it. I'm going to the grocery store. And I'm turning right. I'm in the parking lot. So I'm getting ready to turn right. I got my right blinker on. But there's a car backing out of his parking spot. So as he's backing out, I can't turn into that, that lane until he backs out and leaves. So I have to wait till he backs out. I have my right blinker on. I'm waiting. Guy backs out. As soon as he goes into forward gear, into drive, I begin to, turn right to go down that lane. Here comes a white pickup truck that flies right in front of my car. I mean, I can't believe we didn't wreck. The only reason we didn't is because my peripheral vision caught it. And I hit the brakes. And he shoots right in front of me into that parking spot. Now, I wasn't even going for that parking spot, right? But, let's say I was. Regardless if I am or not, what he did was 100% wrong. It was more than just cutting in front of me. He almost hit my car, like he almost caused a collision. And I'm not a honker. Like I don't, even when somebody's doing something wrong, honking the horn is just, it's not something I do. But two other cars honk at this guy because he was an asshole, right? So as soon as he jumps in front of me, two other cars are like, and throwing like, what the hell? So I'm just shaking my head like, that was dumb. He pulls into the, into the spot. And as I drive by, I'm looking at him like, really? Here he goes. He gives me the finger, throws his hands up. What's up? What's up? What do I do? Well, I can tell you what the 18, 19, 20-year-old Eugene would have did. I would have put my car in park right there, got out and slapped the shit out of him. That's what I would have did at that age, right? When he did that, my adrenaline now is going up. I'm pissed off, and I go to park, and I'm getting ready to go park, but I'm like, if I get out and he's still there, which he is, I'm looking back, I see him, and he's almost basically like waiting on me, right? Like, what you gonna do? I look at him and I park and I open the door, and I'm like, if I get out of here, I don't know if I can trust myself to not do something to this dude. Like, I don't know if I can trust myself to just ignore him and walk in the store. If he walks up to me, I may hurt him. Or if I do have the power to just ignore him and keep walking, he may engage in me. He's shown he's ignorant. He's shown he's just a dumb person. Probably high, who knows? What do I do? Man, if you back out, you a punk. You can't back out. Don't let him punk you. Don't let him control where you go. Oh, I'm not. But his life is in my hands. His. My future's in my hands. His life is in my hands. I get in the car. and I drive off. There's another grocery store 5 blocks away. I went to that grocery store instead. You can't look at things the way I used to look at it when I was a teenager, a young man. You can't, when you carry a gun, you can't go about things the way you usually would. And there's gray lines here, you know. I'm not saying that you always gotta just leave every time, you know. I'm not saying that. If it is a extreme inconvenience that you would have to leave or whatever, different story. You know, if the grocery store was 5 miles away, I'm just getting out the car. But it wasn't. You know, there's one 5 blocks away. There's another one like a half a mile. There's another one a mile, a couple miles away. Like, you know, it's worth me just leaving instead of dealing and engaging in this idiot. I'm happy in life right now. If I didn't leave, we don't know what would have happened. I could be in prison. Whole life changes because I didn't want to punk out. You gotta look in the future and make good decisions when you're carrying a gun. He has no idea his life is in my hands. And if he was carrying a gun, that's another problem. However, I really don't care because I've dealt with other people who had guns several times. I've been the successor enough times to where you having a gun doesn't do me anything. It doesn't make me nervous. It doesn't any of that. I can tell you that 999 times out of 1,000, that guy didn't have a gun. Probably higher than that. He didn't have a gun. People who carry guns don't act stupid like that. You understand? Unless he's a brand new carrier or he's carrying illegally. And like I said, if he is carrying, he still can't beat me. You know, I still have his life in my hands. I promise you, you can't. You know, I'm not saying I'm the greatest of all time or anything. I know myself. I've been here many times. I'm not concerned with him. I'm concerned with my future. And I left. So let that be what it is. Wear me out.